Hi, this is Garry from Next Actions. Are you running a successful business or team? Have your results started to flatten out? Are you trying different things but nothing seems to be working? It's time to take a step back and have a look at what's going on. Join me to discuss some steps you can take to try and restart your business growth. We all hit that point where things, they just seem to be coasting along. We want to see more growth, but despite what we do, the changes, they just don't come. Here I'm going to give you a number of quick tips that you can use to try and kick-start your results. The first one, it's to do with how you're viewing things. Although we think we don't, we all tend to have a rather fixed way of looking at things. It's really useful when you're first starting out, when you're first starting to sell a product or a service to a small number of people. But when trying to grow outside of that small group, it's actually one of the things that can hold you back. You look at things through your own filter. You're likely to think that you're targeting people like yourself. And with that small group, that is correct. But once you've got all of those on board, then you need to start thinking differently. You need to change how you think. And yes, I'm well aware of just how difficult that is. For this, what I suggest is you first step back. You're going to take a bigger picture look. Use a brainstorming session because this can be really useful for this. What you're trying to do is to come up with ideas for different ways of getting into that new market. As part of this brainstorming session, obviously get other people involved. Don't just go and ask the usual people you'd go to, because that's going to limit the thinking to the usual ideas. Try and find some people that you would normally not go to. So if you've been targeting people between the age of 20 and 30, can you get someone who's between the age of 40 and 50? If most of your sales are to males, can you get more women involved? The aim is to get different points of view than you would normally go for. Once your brainstorm is finished, you're going to have, hopefully, a massive list of ideas. Normally, you would then be picking off the ones that seem easy and obvious, the ones that you think will give you the results. What you're going to do this time though, is rather than work on them, you're going to throw them away. You've been doing the easy and the obvious. It's now time to do different things. So take those remaining ideas and work through them. Remember, you're not doing things for you. You're doing things that will attract other people. Once again, why not ask someone else for help? Don't try and do it yourself. Try and find someone who's got a very different viewpoint from yours. Talk the ideas over with them. Listen to them. And I don't mean hear them, I actually mean listen. Think about what they're telling you. Dig deeper through their thought processes to try and understand what they are trying to tell you. Then use this understanding to allow you to approach things from a different mindset. Another tip, why not find out what your new customers actually want? It's likely that you originally built your product or your service based on you or people that are similar to you. It allows you to sell to that small group. It allows you to stay within your comfort zone. But when you're trying to go out to people outside of that group, you're most likely going to find that there's actually very little interest. People, they just don't see the product like you do. They don't have that level of excitement. Why is this? It's because it's not what they want. What frustrates you, you can actually see it's what they need, but they can't see that. You can see their need. You can see the potential, but you just can't seem to get the interest from the people that you're targeting. What you need to do is to spend some time to try and understand this new market. You need to get to know the types of people you're targeting. Understand what they're looking for. Understand how they look for it. Understand what's putting them off. It's often referred to as two different activities. The first is market research, understanding what the market wants. The second is customer segmentation. This is dividing customers into groups based on common characteristics so that you can effectively market and sell to them. Again, it's not an easy thing to do, and it's not a quick one either. But by spending the time to understand the market, understand how you're selling to it, it allows you to develop new ways to approach that market. For example, if the market is looking for red apples, well, you're not going to get very far if you're trying to sell oranges. Understanding the market lets you validate that people want what you're selling. You can identify products and services that match the need of the market. The same it goes for the customer segment. If you understand the type of people that are interested in your product, then you can tailor your messages to match that. If you're trying to launch a milk-based product, well, you don't want to be targeting people with dairy intolerance. My final tip today is also look at what your competitors are doing. And don't think here I'm trying to say copy them, because I aren't. Look at what they're doing. Does it seem to be successful for them? What makes it stand out? Are they using specific types of marketing? Maybe they're giving out free samples or using targeted Facebook ads. Are they aiming their messages at specific people? What images are they using? What types of media are they using? By understanding what your competitors are doing and what seems to be working for them, it allows you to also mimic that and do the same for yourself. Are you spending lots of money on Facebook ads but getting nowhere? But your competitor, well, all they seem to be doing is giving away free samples and their business, it's booming. Well, why not try something similar? Can you give away any free samples? Are you giving away free samples but getting no response? But your competitor, well, they've got some ads running in the local free newspaper and their business is booming. So why don't you stop those free samples? They're not working. Can you then look at using advertising in that free paper or maybe on the radio or some other form of media to see if you can attract your customers that way? As I have said, the idea is not to copy, but it's to learn from them and apply it to your own business. Do you have something that's holding your business back? If you do, can you drop a comment below? If you liked this video, please hit that like button. Do you know someone who'd benefit from this video? Well, why not share it with them now? And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you can get new videos as I release them. To summarise, when your business growth hits a wall, you should look at doing things differently, understand what your customers want, and look at your competitors' offerings. When doing these, make sure you approach it with an open mind. If possible, get other people that you would not normally go to come along and help you. Also, look at all your ideas and then throw away the obvious ones. You're trying to get different results, and to do this, it means you have to think differently. If you're struggling with getting off the plateau, why not give me a call? Working together, we can come up with some strategies and approaches to help to get you moving again. Isn't it time you got the results you deserve? Please reach out to me on 0415 591 672. I'm based in Australia, so please use the international dialing code +61 if calling from another country. You can also email me on garry@nextactions.com.au or visit nextactions.com.au, where you'll find a link to book a free, short introductory call. Do you have any topics that you'd like me to cover? If you do, please drop a comment below and I'll add it to the list of upcoming videos. Don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to my channel so you get new videos as they come out. I'll talk to you again soon.